Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Totalbiscuit, and I would say that I'm at PAX, but I'm actually in the nerding out room right now, which is what I'm calling it. This is MechWarrior Tactics. Forgive me if I squee. It may happen. All right, I am here with James Romanchuck, the producer of MechWarrior Tactics. Welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you.
All right, so tell us a little bit first about what MechWarrior Tactics actually is.
So the whole MechWarrior franchise has spanned for 30, 25 years.
Yep.
It's huge. It's got a huge fan base, but really typically most people recognize it as the first-person shooter, right?
Yes.
A lot of people that I've talked to today and over the conventions over the past year have known MechWarrior 2 as their sort of quintessential MechWarrior game.
Yeah.
Fact of the matter is, MechWarrior started as a tabletop game.
Yeah, BattleTech, of course.
BattleTech. And so there's never been really a good translation of the BattleTech board game, which is a hex-based, turn-based strategy game, into the computer. It's not been digitized. There's been lots of fan stuff like MechTech, Mech, that are great. Us at the studio love playing it, but it was a one-for-one translation, and it's exactly the board game. We wanted to give some more visual fidelity around that, right? We wanted something easier for people to get into, but we wanted to retain the same fundamental core underlying fun factor of the original board game. Giant mechs blowing each other up.
All right, so we are in the Mech Bay at the moment, which is, of course, a name that many people should know if they're even remotely familiar with this franchise. So what are we looking at?
Well, we're looking right now at a Jenner hooked up and ready to be, customized.
Okay.
So if you just click on your Jenner over there, we're going to start loading with armor. And just remember, this is all dev UI.
Yes, of course. This is very much in alpha at the moment, I believe.
Very, very much. This is stuff for us in the internal studio. It looks great, which is kind of unfortunate. People think it's kind of final. But
it's not. No.
It is absolutely not.
You're going to see a lot of designations and things that just you're not going to see in the final product. Bear that in mind. You guys know better than that anyway. So
absolutely.
You see so many vendors on there. All right, SRMs, delicious little things right there. As you can see, SRM 6, SRM Def H.
So let me just stop you right now and just... An SRM 6 is not an SRM 6 is not an SRM 6. Most people who are familiar with this franchise load out there and kit out their mechs.
Yeah, they know the SRM 6.
Yes. We wanted to add some depth. We wanted to broaden the appeal to this. We wanted to add something meaty more than the board game.
Yeah.
So what we've actually done is that we've gone into the lore of BattleTech and figured out that all of these weapons have different manufacturers.
Yeah.
And all these manufacturers all produce their weapons in a different way. So say a Kaliyama SRM6 is going to be different than an Alliance SRM6. And because of that, it allows us to give you different bonuses and different tweaks.
Yeah. We're seeing it right here. This is our M6 Def H actually has a plus 15 crit bonus. This one doesn't heat up as much. So
-2 heat.
Yep. That's one's easy to hit with, one assumes. So hit bonus right there. There's the stock SRM. So you actually have 4 different choices. On the SRM6 alone...
But these are not final. Again, this is def. So these are kind of just for testing. What we really want to do is say like an SRM6 has a gut puncher ability.
Yeah.
And if we are within 2 hexes, gut puncher does more damage.
Yeah.
Or say there's an SRM6 with a stagger ability. It knocks some MP off your opponent.
Yeah.
And we've done this with pilots. We've done these with chassis. We've done this with everything. We want to create synergies.
Yeah.
So a pilot now is more than just 2 stats. A pilot actually has some interesting characteristics, like they have affinities for mechs, they have affinities for types of ballots, tactics. Maybe a pilot's a sniper, so a pilot only shoots one weapon. It gets a massive increase in their hit percentage because they're a sniper and they're shooting with one weapon only. So that's how we're adding depth to the collectible aspect of this game.
Sounds like a hell of a lot of depth. And you did mention very much a collectible aspect to this.
Yep. Well, it's a free-to-play game.
Yep.
But we're monetizing in a similar way that, Magic the Gathering, any type of collectible game. PAX, Nora, various things like that. So what you get is these stacks, surplus technology armament containers, and you open them up, randomized packs of bits and bobs to play with. Booster packs, essentially. Yeah, if anybody's familiar with that model, that's what we're going for. It's not a pay-to-win model. What it is, it's a pay-for-choice model, right? You're going to find chassis, you're going to find pilots, and the way we've structured it is we have bronze to platinum. And so out of those 4 packs, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, each pack serves a specific purpose. So bronze packs are more attuned to like kitting out your mech with like heat sinks and ammunition and various things like that, like low-level stuff that you need for every mech. Armor. Platinum stacks is sort of like that edge, that sort of anchor that you want to build your entire Lancer on. So you buy those, you buy fewer platinum stacks. Gold and silver stacks are where you kind of get how you fill out with all those interesting weapons and all those bits and bobs and all the pilots that have abilities. And so each range has a specific purpose. We didn't want to sort of have the platinum stack as the de facto pack that everybody should buy. We wanted to give a purpose to each one.
Okay, makes sense. And you'll be able to buy these with in-game currency as well as...
Absolutely. So you earn scrap throughout the battlefield. We don't have a salvage. We don't have a bidding mechanic from the Clan Wars or anything like that. Not yet. So how we simulate that is after every match, either you win or lose, you're going to get some scrap out of that. So you're going to be able to go buy more stacks and buy more toys to play with.
Or, of course, you buy the boosters.
Absolutely.
All right, so that should be a model that's familiar to everyone. So now we've got that out of the way. All right, so the current loadout, as you can see right there, is 4 medium lasers, and we've got an SRM4 in the center. It's got a pretty standard Jenner loadout that everyone's pretty familiar with.
So let's play around with that.
Let's muck about with it. Well, I really do love flamethrowers, honestly.
Do you?
I do, yes, I very much do.
Okay. I like flamethrowers on my Spider. I think those, I can just lock down mechs and hop and hop and hop, and they're incredibly dangerous. So you want to put some flamethrowers on this, Jenner?
Let's do it.
So click the center SRM6 or SRM4.
SRM4,
Take it off.
Yep.
Strip off. Just strip it. Just take all the stuff off.
Yep, there we go. So no lasers for you anymore.
And let's go find some flamers.
All right, so I did see large lasers. There we go. There's a flamer right there. So, a flamer with a -2 heat might be useful. What is the heat generation actually of a flamer these days? It's
3.
3. Okay, so not hugely significant, especially.
But it does one heat. I mean, I've actually got a Jenner.
Basically nothing.
I've got one Jenner loaded out with 7 medium lasers, -2. So each medium laser does 1 heat. It's kind of broken. Again, like these stats are all dev stuff.
Let's make something broken. All right, so we're going to toss on a few flamethrowers.
So as you see, we have a kind of a crit point system. You know, MechWarrior 4, people are familiar with this sort of hard pointing, and it was really restrictive with those hard points where you could only put an energy weapon, and it was really aggravating.
That astonishingly annoying.
I know.
Really did.
Same here. But I understand why they did it. They needed to keep flavor for each chassis.
Yeah.
With this being a tactical game, we felt that a Jenner should be a Jenner, a Spider should be a Spider, a Cicada should be a Cicada. You should be able to understand what their role is. So we didn't want to genericize them too much. So what we have is a crit point system, and each chassis and each chassis variant are going to have different levels of crit points. So you can see that on your left arm, there you have 3 slots essentially. So you can put 3 weapons there, and each it's a different configuration. So maybe a different variant of the Jenner would have only 2 slots, so you can only put 2 weapons, but all those crit slots would be available to you. So you can put bigger weapons. And that's how we're sort of varying it up and giving some variability to each chassis.
Okay, well, I've got the very standard 7 flamethrower loadout here.
Wow, okay, that's crazy.
The funny thing is, I've actually still got tonnage to play with. So these are the weapons. Is there anything else we could put on it in this build?
Not in this build. I mean, obviously, we're going to be ammunition. There's going to be tech.
More flamethrowers.
Yes.
More flamethrowers. All right.
I've loaded up my Jenner as a machine gun boat.
Oh, yeah. M-boats were great. Absolutely great.
Just stripping out all the weapons of an Atlas.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Whoa.
The standard 13 flamethrower Jenner.
Can't put anything else.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay.
All right. So click on Load Mech.
Load Mech, which is here.
Yep. And we're just going to wait for a second.
Yep.
I don't know. Do you want to buy some stacks?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see how the booster packs actually work. So we're just waiting for the mech list to load up. Obviously, this is an alpha version, and it's running at PAX, where the internet is bogged down, to say the least. So
we've had our internet come down quite a few times.
Indeed. So this will take a little bit of time, and if it takes too long, we shall edit. No problem at all.
I can tell you more about the game.
Let's do that.
We're starting at 3025.
Yep.
Which again, this being based on the board game, we really wanted to bring people coming into the game to the beginning, to where it all started. 3025 is when the tech started actually getting good, started getting these new types of battle mechs out into the field, and it allows us a lot of place to expand. Right. The way we're going to be continuing the timeline and moving through it is through event-based releases rather than a time-based release. All right, so we've got a loadout. You want to click on the little shopping cart up the top there?
Okay, let's go to the store.
Okay, so as you see, you have these 4 packs that we have right now. You have your platinum, gold, silver, and bronze. And you just click on them to buy them. You got no C-bills right now, but you got tons of scrap because dev build.
There we go. There's a platinum. We'll buy one of each and see what's in it.
Buy one of each.
You can also notice some other things, like you do have skins, you got bundles, you have premium options there as well.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Is that something that we can look at now, or is it not complete?
It's not complete.
Okay.
Not complete.
No problem.
Yep. So just click the X up there.
Yep.
And the store just loads up over the whole Unity browser.
Very nice.
It being a nice browser game. Click on the briefcase-looking icon.
All right.
And then click over here. So this is like your arsenal view, where you can view all your bits and bobs.
Okay. Yep, makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's open the platinum one first and see what we got.
There you go. Open the stack.
Opening the stack. So it'll take a little bit of time to populate, of course.
Yep. There you go.
What do we got? Okay, small laser.
So, I mean, I guess today, if people are familiar with Mass Effect 3, I think this is the closest analogy I can make. Or FIFA,
very much so. Yeah, definitely. So small laser there.
Yeah, you click the arrow buttons on the side.
which is not cooperating at the moment. Alpha is alpha, folks, but you get the idea. Yeah. You can very clearly see that. And, oh, thank God you've got this. Like, I play quite a lot of collectible games, and if you don't have this option, it tends to get pretty damn annoying. So
yeah, keep on clicking. So it's really aggravating.
Yeah, exactly. So we can just open next stack. Once again, this is an alpha, so that's to be expected. And
they're very kind, actually. There's a lot of people like,
why is it not working?
Exactly.
Okay. I've played so many alpha games at this point that I expect this by default. When a game works, I'm pleasantly surprised. But it's totally fine. The guys know what's going on with this. And actually, you guys need to realize this, by the way, watching this video. Like, MechWarrior Tactics, there's barely any footage of this out on the internet. So this is the most in-depth look you are going to see online. So feel privileged and quit your whining. All right. Okay,
All right.
So we've opened up that.
Let's start a game.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Click on the big play button.
Yep, let's give that a shot. Just wait for this to quickly load up. There we go.
Okay. So I am going to create a game. Give me 1 second, and then let me just jump on there with you. You got your attack phase. Let's click on continue.
Yep.
Let's talk about how you move the map. It's click and drag, pretty standard.
Yep.
And then click and drag with shift.
To rotate.
There you go. And then use your scrolly wheel.
Yeah. There you can see.
Yeah, absolutely. Press Y quickly. There you go.
Very nice.
Yes.
All right.
So you can reset everything.
Okay.
Now you got your 4 mechs. You're orange.
Yep.
I'm blue.
Yep.
Let us click on your atlas.
Yep. There we go.
Give it a second to crunch some numbers. And you'll eventually see some red reticles on the right-hand side of the screen underneath those blue dudes.
There it is.
All of those are guys within your line of sight, and at least one weapon of your atlas can hit them.
Sure.
So click on one.
Okay. Well, what do we want to shoot at? Let's have a look.
Oh,
I've deselected it. We'll go back to that in a second. There's another atlas over there. We could start on the atlas.
Yeah, so both sides in this demo have an atlas, Jenner, spider, and a hunchback.
Right.
Pretty standard loadout.
Yep. Okay, we're just waiting for this to crunch its numbers again. Bear in mind, folks, it's alpha, so this will not be a problem once we get into the full release. All right, so we're going to have a bit of a pot shot at him.
Yeah, so you can see your weapons on the left-hand side.
Yep.
Large laser, 60% chance to hit.
Yep.
AC5, 65% chance to hit.
Yep.
Okay, let's click through all the other targets. Click on another mech over there.
Okay, let's have a look at the guy at the back.
You can see the percentages not changing, really. Click through all the mechs. Probably a better
AC5.
choice.
Yep.
And then click the top guy.
Yep.
All right, so go back to the hunchback.
Yep.
Let's click your AC5. Assign that.
Okay.
And then we'll go over to the atlas.
Yep.
Enemy atlas, and then put your two
large
lasers.
lasers. Yep.
There you go. You've split attack. Just click an empty hex now.
Okay.
And you're good to go.
There we go. Nice.
Now, in this build, I don't think that you have anything else that can hit my mechs.
Okay.
So at this point, what you're going to do is you're going to click on the big button underneath attack.
That one.
There you go. You've ended your attack phase.
All right.
Now we've got movement. Let's find your spider. Your spider is this dude over here. Yep. There you go. You got 4 options. You have don't move, change your facing. Yep. You have walk, you have run, and you have jump. Let's click on the run. It's the bottom little pill.
This one?
Yep. You notice that you have 12 movement points there.
Yep.
Right. So it's sequentially chosen hexes is how you move. So click on a open hex, a little highlighted hex around your spider. There you go.
Yep.
And then keep clicking. Keep clicking.
Okay.
There you go. And then click the check mark. That's how you move.
Wonderful.
Click on one more thing. So click on spider again.
Yep.
Orange dude. Click on the X, and then I'll show you jumping.
On the
X over there.
Yep. Okay.
Click on spider. Let's have a look at jumping, how jumping works. It works differently than walking.
Sure.
Everything blossoms out.
Okay, so if I wanted to, I could go all the way over in this direction, maybe up to the top here.
Yeah, click on that. And then arrows on the side give you your facing.
Okay, so I'd like to face in that direction.
So, keep clicking. Click, click. And you notice the arrow. There you go.
It's buried under the tree. All right, so facing in the right direction. Check.
Yeah. Now go through all your mechs.
Yep.
And move them any way you want to.
Okay.
And I'll do the same on my side.
All right, yeah, so this is... Currently, everyone takes their moves, and I guess it all plays out at once.
Yeah, so there's a fundamental difference from the board game.
Sure.
Is that where in the board game, I would move one mech, you would move one mech, then I would move one mech. And we go through that process 8 times because we have 4 mechs.
Yep.
And then we both choose our firing and resolve everything at once.
Yep.
And this, what happens is that we flip the movement and firing. So you choose your firing first, you choose your movement first, and it's double blind, movement and fire. So I get no insight into you get no insight into me. Until everything resolves.
Everything actually happens.
So the way that actually works is the big question is, well, if I move out of range, what's going on? I have to be clairvoyant and know where people are going to move? No. What you're doing actually is just shooting where the mech is, not where they're going to end up.
Yeah.
So the previous turn's movement hit penalties apply to your current turn.
Sure.
And that's how we've actually split it up.
Okay, well, all of my guys are ready to move, aside from the Atlas, who is not going to be going anywhere today, and I'm now submitting.
All right, so I am going to make my movements really quickly here for some excitement. Give me 1 second. Speeding through this as fast as I can. All right, now you're waiting for opponent. I've put in my moves.
Yep.
And we should see some cool resolutions.
Yep.
The reason why we wanted to add these sort of cinematic explosions that you're seeing right now is that everybody has the great war stories. After every 3-hour session of the board game, people have these war stories that they want to share and they talk about. So when you have these cinematics at the end of the game, you can stitch them all together and have a seamless, awesome action-packed cinematic. So if you're playing a game for 20 minutes and you finish a game, it'll be condensed down to 2.5 minutes maybe, let's say. And you can share that with your friends, you can share that with your buddies, and you can sort of immortalize that great battle, and you can always refer back to it.
All right.
So now we're back in our attack phase.
All right, so
you can see, if you want to click on the Hunchback and open up his status. There you go.
He's taking a
Notice that,
very slight amount of damage.
Yeah, you can see a little bit of an armor diagram, type of damage that he's taken. Nothing serious right now.
No.
Just first opening salvo. Nobody really hit anybody very badly. So now you're in the attack phase again. You're probably going to be able to shoot with more of your mechs, if not most of your mechs, at all of mine.
Yep, much closer. All right, so and then you'll be setting it up on your side as well.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, just let it crunch a few numbers before we start.
Now, if you'll notice, click on the reticule.
Ah, yes.
There is an Alpha Strike button once you choose one person.
Let's hit the Atlas. Yep.
Alpha Strike button is that dude right there. So if you click on that, you'll notice your heat jump up on the left-hand side there.
Yep.
You'll notice that's your potential heat. It takes into consideration all the weapons you're assigning, not any movement or any engine hits or any heat sinks that get blown up, right? So you can play around with that. You can deselect a weapon just by clicking on it, and then you'll watch your heat go down. There you go.
So this is going to cause me a penalty. So if I Alpha Strike you, I'm going to build up so much heat that I will lose movement points.
Yes.
But you know what? I'm willing to take that risk. So. Okay, so let's... Oh, and I committed that and didn't do anything else.
Oh, right.
Oh, well. It happens. My own stupid fault.
All right. And then assign all your movement before you hit the big red button.
Yeah.
Obviously.
All right, let's get them moved in there. One down here. Wonderful. Move in that direction. And then, yep. No, we'll move there.
So you'll notice there's a small little dev map that we have.
Yep.
This is very in close quarters fighting. We're eventually going to be releasing maps during open beta that are going to be significantly larger. So you're going to have more room for LRM boats. You're going to have more room for maneuvering. You're going to have more environmental, or rather more interesting environments.
Sure. There we go. All right. Okay, so that's submitted. Let's see how it plays out. You actually fire at me, so this is going to get a bit ugly. I have one Alpha Strike, and all my other guys are just going to be prancing around doing very little, but we'll see.
It's a hug and match.
It's okay. As long as the Jenna Flame Boat gets in a range, I'm all right. And oh my.
See?
Here we go.
Pandemonium. Absolute chaos.
Yep. The Atlas taking quite a bit of fire. She might have even taken a hit on the rear armor there. Another large laser hit.
Oh.
He's dancing. He's loving it.
So, because it's an alpha build,
of course,
you're seeing the Atlas turn around and shoot every once in a while.
Yeah.
Each individual weapon. So what eventually is going to happen is the mechs are going to move and fire at the same time. So instead of one laser at a time, you'll fire all your medium lasers.
Sure.
And then you'll fire your LRMs. And then we'll have a priority system based around which weapons fire first, which weapon hits first.
Absolutely.
It'll look much better.
Folks understand. All right, well, my Jenna got the crap beaten out of it, but let's see what I actually lost on weapons-wise. Wow, okay, I'm overheating it. It's not helpful. Ah, it's turned in the wrong direction. It's not going to be able to hit anything. Well, that is very
Again,
unfortunate.
just a reminder, assign all your weapons first before you hit the big button.
Yeah, let's not do that. Well, my flamebow can't hit a damn thing because it's not near enough, which is a little unfortunate. Let's see what else we've got. Well, the Hunchback certainly can. Ooh, AC-20 right near? Yeah. Yeah, I know what I'm going to do there. Okay. That worked there. Okay, what has the Spider got? Spider has 2 medium lasers, which he does actually... Yeah, we can hit him from there. There we go, let's go with that. Okay. That's your Spider over the other side of the map there.
Yeah, right
That's
beside
my
your Atlas.
Yes, which I very much don't like. Let's not have you do that.
With this double blind firing movement, I find my Spider is much more dangerous. People are very cognizant of the potential. I found in the board game that people knew when to ignore the Spider and when to target it. Here, it's always that sort of mystery.
Yeah, there's a doubt, certainly.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see what we can hit you with here. I'll tell you with the AC-20. AC-5, 2 large lasers, in fact. Okay. We could hit you with the MG from that range. In fact, let's just assign the rest of the weapons. What's the Atlas's heat level? Not terrible. Probably can make something work. So, lock on the 2 medium lasers. All right. Okay, so that's all
No,
good.
you like to run your Atlas hot?
I do. It'll be okay at the moment, I think.
Yeah, that's
I'm
cool.
probably going to regret that in a second, but...
What's cool about that is that we're actually adding, again, with our pilot abilities, we're going to have like a run hot ability, or where your pilot has a risk-reward ratio.
Yeah.
So if you're within like 5 to 10 heat, you get more efficient with your lasers, or you deal more damage, or your pilot sort of gets in the zone. And so we want to play around with the heat, because people like to run their mechs hot, but there's only risk.
Yeah.
In that case, there's no real reward other than your weapons hitting. So if we add a little bit more incentive, we want to see if people will actually start playing around with how they manage their heat.
They very well might. Well, at the moment, it looks like my...
Your Jenner is immobilized now.
Yes.
Maybe something happened, like your pilot got knocked unconscious, there was an engine hit, something
pretty hard.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he's all right sitting on there, doing a little bit of sniping action. So, in fact, I think what we'll do is we'll just maybe... Yeah, we'll keep him where he is. All right. Okay, let's see how it turns out. I have a feeling it's going to turn out very badly. The Jenner Flameboat cannot contribute to this fight. That was my secret weapon, and it's being defeated horribly. And there's going to be Atlas.
That's always the
Atlas.
risk for a 3-range weapon, isn't it?
Yes, indeed it is. It's like, the flamethrowers are great, right, guys? Right? Right?
Yeah, I love flamethrowers.
They're nice and annoying. Well, my Jenner's still alive, but only just. Oh, wow.
I lost a machine gun fire going everywhere.
Indeed. MG, actually, your Spider just got smacked about by the MG right there, but he's probably getting some good hits on the... Oh, he's going to jump over there. All right.
Ah, see, there you go.
Not too bad. All right, well, we're not dead just yet.
Yeah, we're still
Okay.
going.
All right, well, let's see what kind of damage was done. The Jenner is taking more damage, but oh, your Spider's right next to it. And I still can't hit it. Ah! I'm not even sure what's up with my weapons, but I cannot hit you at all. Let's...
You cannot hit me?
Apparently not. Yeah.
Oh, your Jenner's still immobilized.
Yep. Curses, foiled again. Oh, well. The Sniper Spider that's sitting up on the ledge right there can at least keep picking away at you. Ooh, might even be able to get a hit on the rear armor there, actually. Straighten that. All right. What's the status of the Atlas? It's okay. It's not
Atlas is
bad.
still going well.
Yep, Atlas is fine.
Looks like our Atlas are going to duke it out there.
Yep, your Atlas is taking quite the pounding, actually. We've got a flank there from the Hunchback.
Not impressed with that at all.
Alpha Strike will push me all the way up. Ooh, there's a shutdown risk. I'm willing to take that risk, you know. I'm willing to take it.
You're a reckless player.
All right. Yes, I am very much a reckless player. Okay. Lock on the Atlas. Heat is not a problem with the Hunchback setup, so you can have all of that and then some. All right, and we are locked in. Okay, movement phase. And I still can't move with him. Can move with him, though. I'm going to walk him forward here. Nope, wrong way. I'll move around here. Get him nice and close. Spider's moving in this direction.
Yeah.
Atlas, I'm willing to just have standing in the river.
Yep.
Does the water actually affect heat in this game?
Absolutely. If you got heat sinks in your legs that are not destroyed, double heat sink power.
Wonderful. That's what I like to hear. And, ooh, the Jenner could move again. Jump jets are down by the looks of it, but he can walk. Okay, that's a start. We can make that work.
Oh, apparently not.
Or maybe we can't. No, it is. He is seriously
done.
messed up. I can turn him, though. In only one direction. What on earth is wrong with him? He evidently got absolutely trashed. All right, well, I'll do the one move that I can with him, I suppose, and then
There you
commit.
go.
All right, come on, Jenna. Everyone knows Jenna's are OP. We should be okay. I have a feeling that Jenna might be the first one to go down at this rate.
That's the one I definitely target first.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's like it turns out 16 flamethrowers is quite dangerous. Oh my!
That's exactly why I targeted it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, you've shown this whole cinematic thing going on. It looks very, very nice. But I mean, my concern is that that was my Jenna, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. My concern is that it might be a little bit difficult to tell with all the chaos going on as to what kind of damage is being done. Is that something you're not really interested in incorporating in the cinematic side of things? You just want people to look at it afterwards? Or are you going to incorporate some feedback like damage numbers into this?
Oh, absolutely. So the what's coming down the line is that we're going to have a combat log.
Yeah.
That's pretty standard. Why it's missing is just because it's not there yet.
Sure.
Secondly is that we want to show more visibility into your opponents and what they're doing, and all mech information will be available to you, both for you and for your opponent. So both of you can actually see what weapons are sheared off, what damage you've done. Right now, there's a significant lack of visibility, both you and your enemies, right?
Certainly.
And so you'll probably within the next little while, as we're releasing more and more beta keys, we're going to be producing more robust UI and GUI and HUDs for people to actually get the information that you want. It is definitely lacking, though. I do agree.
Indeed. Well, it happens. Okay. I'm still running pretty hot here. The problem is if I get any hotter than that, I'm going to get this massive modifier, which I'm not a fan of. Notice you can also order by damage and heat consumption, which is a very useful piece of information, considering my current situation. My Atlas is completely surrounded. Your Atlas has taken significant damage. I wonder if my Hunchback can contribute to that. You should have a good shot directly at the back of the Atlas.
Yeah, crowded around that Atlas. Apparently your Jenner is just toast.
My Jenner is having problems. Fortunately, my Spider, who I put in a little sniper spot, is not actually doing a damn thing, so you might have to get a little bit closer. Could certainly take a shot. You can still hit pretty well from over here. All right, well, I can't fire all my weapons on my Atlas this time around. I'm going to have to let it cool down.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Is he in the water? He is in the water.
He is, but even then, I'm running so hot at the moment, it's not helping that much. So I need to get back into combat, and I'm going to do that. Jumping right down here. And I need to be facing that way. Okay. Hunchback is in a decent spot. I would like to turn him around. So let's make sure he's turned around there. Might even move him forward one spot. Actually, let's not do that. Move him around. Give him one turn. And lock him in. All right. Let's see if my Atlas lives to see another day. At this point, I'm going to go with probably not, because last I checked, you are right behind my Atlas, and that's where the armor is, of course.
Yeah, kind of bunched up around there.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned. I'm hoping that your pilots have a really bad day and completely manage to miss the 100-ton Atlas that is sitting right in front of it.
It does happen, though, doesn't it?
It can, yeah, certainly. A little bit of battle panic.
So it's pretty incredible. I mean, from playing the board game in the office, I mean, it takes 3 to 4 hours for one session. With a small game of just 4 on 4 mechs, we're pretty far into the game. You can see the end game starting to occur right now.
Yeah.
And it hasn't even been, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
That's pretty fantastic to condense all of that awesomeness this
into
tightly.
a shorter time frame.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, people just don't have the time these days, unfortunately. Well, the Jenner is toast. He fought bravely by doing precisely nothing whatsoever. The 16 flamethrower loadout proved to be ineffective. Oh well, it happens. Now my Atlas is taking heavy fire, but I notice a weakness in your rear armor.
Oh, he moved your Spider there. Very nice.
Yes, Spider was able to jump jet off of his sniping position. Okay, MG's having a bit of a problem there, but I can hit you with everything else. Alright, so my Atlas is taking an absolute pounding, but the good thing is I've actually managed to get some of that heat down finally, so I don't think my Atlas can actually hit anything from there. Yeah, he's having problems. He can't lock onto a damn thing, so we're going to have to try and get him out of there somehow. Alright, let's commit. Okay, and the Atlas can't move, so yeah, it looks like he's taken so many hits that he's in a ton of trouble. I can maybe... Ooh, can I get one turn out of him? He's going to go turn the right way, is he?
You also have torso twisting, but that's only during your firing phase.
Okay. Would have been useful, but with what we have... I think I can get maybe one turn out of him. No, I don't want him turning that way. That's the worst possible option. All right, he's just going to have to sit there and take punishment, and I'll hope that the legendary Atlas armor does the job. Okay. I'm still trying to pick off your guy. I was hoping maybe with 2 mechs behind your Atlas, that might be enough to...
Yeah, I can totally see that.
You do have a significant weakness in your
Rule
rear
submission
armor.
Failure.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Apparently
Okay,
I'm breaking the rules. All right.
What happened there?
That's a good question. Alpha is alpha, of course. That happens. Okay.
No,
so
not that mech.
yeah,
Just
we're
click
back
on
to the attack phase.
not that dude, not that dude. Looks like everything's locked in. So maybe you want to just hit the submit button again.
Yeah, let's give it another shot. Is that actually locked on?
What it actually does is the rule submission failure. It brings you back to the mech that you've that the submission failure has occurred on.
Okay. Lock it in, try it again. Once again, bear in mind, folks, this is very much a test version, so these things are to be expected. Okay, it looks like it's just going to crunch this, and then we'll see what happens. All right. And this is where my Atlas gets absolutely decked. And your Atlas just... Oh, that was it. Oh, that was a good hit. What the hell just happened to my Hunchback?
Yeah, my Hunchback probably took yours out, too.
Wow. Got obliterated.
But your Atlas is still standing. So,
That's
good
a
news.
plus. Yeah. It's only 4-1-2 now, and your Atlas is...
Oh, no.
No, never mind.
Like I said, endgame.
Wah, wah, wah. It's okay, guys. The spider's still up. I think this is most likely going to be the last turn. I think it's... Horrible things happened. But yeah, in the full version of the game, we will be able to see how that happened with the combat log and things like that. So right now, we're just guessing that the pilot of the Atlas was drunk at the time and accidentally stepped on a log.
Yeah.
We clearly need a self-destruct option at this stage. If I'm going down, you're going down with me.
I feel like your spider's going to be wily.
He can still move. He's got 2 medium lasers, and he's going to take on the world. But yeah, this is a disastrous start for my MechWarrior Tactics career. No one is surprised by this whatsoever. It happens. Oh, we shall take our last turns. See if the spider manages to survive being alpha striked by the entire enemy team.
Yep. I apologize.
It happens. You are a developer, you know your game, as it should be. I always find that if I beat the developer, then they're doing something horribly wrong.
Well, actually, on the forums, all our beta testers actually have a developers versus forum, and we're losing.
Oh.
We are losing. It's a personal shame of mine.
Never underestimate dedicated BattleTech nerds.
Yeah.
No, ow.
I think it was an AC5 that hit you.
Is it? Oh, it's just a little broken. He's still good. He's still good. No, he didn't. But I've still got both of my arms, and I think I have a laser.
Oof.
Oh, but not by much. Yes, I think this is going to be a GG on this turn somehow. This will not go well. Yep, my pilot is probably unconscious.
Is he immobilized?
I can't do a damn thing. Yeah, we're immobilized. My rear armor is all gone. My leg armor is about to go. I just lost my left shoulder, right shoulder, whichever it is. So I think we're just lock in and hope for the best, by which I mean I will die. So feel free to hammer that Alpha Strike button, see how it goes.
Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Here we go.
Oh, brave spider.
It's a terrifying position to be in. I like that you walked him into the river.
I feel if he's going
sort of dignified
yeah,
death,
if he's going to go
it's
down,
very
we
poetic.
should send him Viking style. I think down the river. We're going to go with the whole flaming longboat thing, but I think flaming mech carcass might do the job too. Only if it goes critical. Which he might, and I really hope he does. Okay, and it's about to go through.
Wow.
I can actually see it going on your screen. It actually hasn't gone through on ours. Not as of yet. That. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, here it is. Oh, he did kind of go critical. I guess that was a nice way to go out. Fireworks, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. That was horrendous. I got murdered, but that was to be expected. Okay, so a couple of questions before we round this up. There you can see I've earned some scrap from that. I think the scrap was probably from my own guys rather than anyone else.
Yeah.
But so, when are we looking for a beta for this that people can actually get involved in?
All right, now we're in closed beta,
Yep.
and we're opening the floodgates. We're just throwing hundreds and hundreds of people next week.
Yep.
We're going into closed beta this year.
All right.
Still, same as we've always said.
Sure.
Closed beta and launch is kind of an iffy title in terms of free to play,
Naturally,
right?
Yeah.
So definitely this year, closed beta, we're opening the floodgates, so people who sign up in the forums are pretty much, we're just going through the list and just sending out tons of keys for people to join.
Take it, yeah. And I suppose the last question would be, where do they have to go if they want to sign up for that?
MWTactics.com.
MWTactics.com, ladies and gentlemen, if you are interested in, very much, it is a browser-based game. It runs in Unity, so
yes, it does.
You barely notice it is a browser-based game. We've been playing it full screen this entire time. It is a free-to-play title. It is coming, so make sure that you check out the website. Link is in the description below this video. Thank you very much for the in-depth thrashing that you just gave me here at MechWarrior Tactics.
Anytime.
The Jenna Flameboat will prevail at some point. I can guarantee it.
Sure.
There you go, folks. MechWarrior Tactics is brought to you from PAX 2012. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you.